They go play action. Winston escaping the pressure right.
He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
$13 yards remaining on second down.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out, so...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action now, Winston.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. Running right through him. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And the Jags are going to have first and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
These 2 teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. On play action, Winston. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. One more time with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They run the counter. It's Brooks. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return. 21-0 our score after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Steps away to his left.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Winston.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 30 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston now.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Winston. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Laviska Shenault
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jags continue to pull away here in this first half.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston.
This one left side caught by Collins.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. It's complete to Chris Conley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's tackled at the 41-yard line. A gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1.
Switch it. Look at me. Go up, now.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Etienne once more.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They go again with Pierce. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Third and short yardage. Winston. Flushed out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Smith to return it.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing, Winston.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jameis now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And they'll go again with Etienne.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Sliding out of the pocket. And able to find Kirk complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, That's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go play action now. Lawrence taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Following the interception, Winston. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the easy. Wait. Mike 35. I don't even know why this team showed up. 35's the Mike. Let's go.
Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Working out of the gun, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.